Hi Damien. So yeah, I'm going to share you about my process diary, about um my pace. So I did the fourth option. Oh, sorry, which is doing my own thing, and I did a jazz track. I actually consulted with you with this song, and actually you give some of the advice. I don't know if you remember regarding the final vocal here, and regarding the panning of the guitar, you want it to be more to the left, more hard panned, and yeah, and the vocal was a bit muddy, and you said you do a bit of uh dynamic EQ there, so I'll just go with the process. So in here, I actually wrote this song, and I have some of my mates to play this. And the recording is really, really interesting because there are lots of micings, lots of uh, different different types of micings, and when we see for the final result, it's actually really, really crazy good. So first, I have a vinyl sound from from Waves Abbey Road. Yes, that. And then the vocals, yeah, lots of like cleaning, the click, and then the esser from what's the plugin called? Wait, let me check. Isotope, yeah, Isotope. And then lots of some of EQ and compression as well. And I use Fairchild here because the singer's voice is really, really like top end, like high end type of vocals because it's jazz but with a modern vocal in it. But I still want that warm type of jazz vocal. That's why I use the Fairchild to smooth it out. I use an LTU, LA2A to give more a bit of like that sweet body. I use the Pultec and then a bit of Melodyne at the end just to clear things, clear the melody again. And then this is the thing that you said, to clear the mud. So you did a dynamic EQ there. Yep. The double bass. This is interesting. So I recorded the double bass using three types of mic, the RE20, Warm Audio 47, which is an emulation of the U47, and then the Warm Audio 84. Three different micings, one near the bridge, one at the neck, and one like a bit below of the bass, like near the I don't know what is it called? Like yeah. Um And then yeah, I just check about the phase issues with the gain, but they're all good. And there's a direct input as well, but I didn't use the direct input. Actually, these three mics, they work so well. And then I just just combine their like how loud each mic is to make this good uh double bass sound using balancing. And then yeah, two different EQs. This is to, Mm, this one is to have like the plucking emphasizing, cut a bit of the mids and a bit of like the rumbly bass. And then here I just boost just a bit here on like 350 to have that stump body of the bass. Yep. The drums are interesting. I didn't do lots of processing. I have a room mic and then yeah, Tom one, kick in, kick out. I didn't use the floor. Well, I mean, like, my mate didn't play the floor, so I just muted, and there are lots of leaking here, so I just removed it. I muted the track. Kick in, kick out, lots of balancing here. The overheads on the other hand, there are lots of multi-band compression here to sustain the weight. in order for it to be polished. Like you can feel it's whoosh like at the top, like lots of symbols, but not too bright. That's why I have two different multiband compressors here. Panning wise, to make the stereo width still in the middle for the drums. It's wide, but it's still in the middle. That's why it's here. The panning is not uh not like full. This one is not full left, and this one is full right. Yeah, snares, just some EQ here to get rid some unwanted frequencies, especially like this part. This part it's so crispy, and there's a hi-hat leak. That's why I use a dynamic EQ for this part. If you're wondering why, like 11,000 hertz, that's crazy. I know. Yeah, I use two different mics for the snare tops, one condenser, one dynamic. Dynamic gives more attack, like psh, but the condenser is more sweet, more, how do I say it? It's more sweet and it's less snappy, I can say, than the SM57, and then this is the snare bottom. Yep, that's it for the drums too. I really use minimal compression on the instrumentations because it's not dynamic, it's jazz. I mean, like, it's not peaking and stuff, and you need that type of dynamics in order for the piece to breathe. Well, jazz, not pop, obviously. The guitar, uh, my mate has a Milkman, not an amp. It's like, I don't know what you call, like a box, and it's called Milkman, and it sounds so good. So I didn't use any direct input to do the reamping, just this. And yeah, well, there's lots of automation for the solo part. Yep. Panning, smack attack to give more transient for the guitars, a slight compression, and then just a bit of more EQ. And this one, manly, to boost some of the frequencies. Yeah, massive passive EQ is actually really, really great. I like this plugin so much from UAD. Piano, nothing much. Surgical EQ, bit compression, bit of pull tech, and tape. I really like tape, and I don't want the piano to be too bright. So yes, I choose the yellow tape, and I slow the tape a bit with this 15, because if I go too slow, 7.5, it sounds too dull, but 30 is too bright. So yeah, 15 is the sweet spot for the tape emulation. Strings. Strings is amazing, a bit of a boost, but I feel like I can boost more. That's why I have the Hitsville Mastering EQ. This is a game changer. Mid-side EQ processing and a bit of Pultec as well. And yeah, I routed them all to a reverb. There's a vocal reverb, and oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I have a slapback delay for the vocal. So that slapback delay gives more body to the vocal, and it's not so it doesn't sound thin, and it cuts through the mix really, really well. I really like it. That warm body, the thing that I really, really expect to be in jazz music, in a jazz vocal, sorry. The slapback delay smooth it all. It's crazy good. And I use a tape emulation at a slapback delay to be not too bright, but to be more full of body. Yeah, there's a room reverb for the strings and for the vocals, the vocal reverb. And this hall reverb, there's a room mic strings as well for the strings. The room reverb is for piano and a bit of vocal, but hall reverb is like for all of the instruments to be routed into this reverb, the big hall, so they actually go in one space, and it's actually quite glued in a good way. Yep. And then the mix bus, another mid-side EQ processing to be more, like in your ears, to be more like whoosh, to be more open, more tape. It is a different tape. The previous one is Ampex. This was on the Studer, the 8A800. Yep, that one. And I chose the yellow one because it's the warmest one. Yeah. And then this is to check my LUFS. I mastered as well. This is my mastering plugin, Ocean 12 Maximizer. And a bit of, you know, have you ever heard what is it called? Like, not subtle. Yeah, just to make sure the the bass is quite is heard enough like from the phone and to cut some of the like a bit of unwanted frequencies, not more than 1.5 decibels. So yeah, it's amazing how the mic choosings and how I manipulate, especially the vocal, like from really, really bright to actually sounded like quite jazzy because of the Fairchild, because of the especially the slapback delay. It's amazing. Yep, the guitar using Smack Attack to get some more trance since you can actually listen to like the poop, 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 that type of plucking. It's amazing because without the Smack Attack, the guitar is like too dull. You don't have that transient like poop, 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 poop when you play, like jazz guitar. Yep, that's all for me. Thank you so much.